Welcome back to the broadcast at 8:12 on your Saturday morning. You're looking live at our gorgeous city, the Emerald City, in all her glory from our Queen Anne Tower cam. What you can also see is a lot of blue sky, just some high clouds. Really nice morning out there shaping up. What your forecast looks like for the rest of the weekend, though, I'll let you know that in a moment. But first, let's talk about this. A Marysville child care center has been ordered to shut down after some kids tested positive for the coronavirus. The Snohomish Health District says there have been 10 confirmed cases at the Tender Hearts Day School. Another 4 probable cases have also been reported. Now, the center will not be allowed to reopen until July 14th. And here are some things to know about the coronavirus this morning. The U.S. saw another record day for new coronavirus cases. According to an NBC News tally, new cases of the virus surpassed 70,000 yesterday. Texas's governor is warning that the state could go back on lockdown if their numbers don't improve after 95 COVID-related deaths were reported on Friday. And 1,424 Washingtonians have died from the virus in our state, with 5.8 testing positive for COVID. King County Public Health says there has been a dramatic increase in people under the age of 40 testing positive for the virus. Dr. Jeff Duchin says that they comprise about 75% of the recent cases. As for why, he says it's too soon to point to one thing.
At the moment, we're not finding, any one driver. So I'm confident to say that the increase in cases is due to people doing too much in close proximity with one another.
Duchin worries that complacency set in just as businesses reopened. I think a lot of us would say just fatigue as well. Well, the Victoria Clipper is calling it quits, at least for the rest of the year. The company says it won't resume service until at least April of next year. It's having a hard time with its sailings, not just because of the coronavirus pandemic, meaning there's less customers, but then there's border closures, quarantine regulations. The summer months are usually when the Clipper makes most of its revenue. On average, they have more than 200,000 passengers every year, but tourists aren't going to be the only ones affected by the suspension.
There are a lot of folks that have family on both sides of the border. So while we serve a lot of visitors during the summer, we have a really significant local ridership.
Well, the Clipper's Canadian employees will remain on temporary layoff, while the Seattle-based employees will be furloughed. Walt Disney World in Florida opens the gates to the Magical Kingdom today, but it's going to look a little bit different for visitors. There's some changes because of coronavirus. Visitors will get their temperatures checked when they enter, and everyone has to wear a mask down to the age of 2. Reservations are required, and there will also be no fireworks shows or parades, and there's going to be no close contact with the characters, so no hugging on the Mickey or the Minnie.